birthday card, birthday. Hindi, ano ba yun? What's the wish?
Replay mo na. You missed it.
Marie, ano yun?
Loyal sa amin ang floor director.
You have to find out. You have to find out.
Okay,
And make it come true, as you had promised.
I'll be bothered now all throughout the show, Cheska. You have to do the show alone.
No, kaya yan ni Cheska. Kaya yan ni Cheska. Okay, bye.
Sige, babay na. Okay, thank you. Okay na, 8:30 na daw. Thank you, ladies of the big story. Once again, thank you to Cez, to Sean, and to Pauline. I got to fulfill whatever that wish is.
I know, you need to watch the episode.
I know, we got to watch it right now. Well, after the show. On play-by-play tonight, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder tipping off the NBA Western Conference Finals with a dominant victory. Plus, the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers looking ahead to their Eastern Conference Finals showdown.
And we've got basketball players on the move in the UAAP just as season 87 comes to a close.
Interesting. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves. Puts it on. On the left side. Oh, the pass! Another one! Macunas rejecting Esteban for the
The Oklahoma City Thunder showing why they are the top seeds of the West. They score a blowout win over the Minnesota Timberwolves to start the conference finals. What a game one. Well, for OKC at least. Final score here, 114-88, giving the Thunder the 1-0 lead in a best-of-7 series. It was a close fight while in the early goings, with the two teams exchanging key defensive plays. The Wolves even held to a 4-point edge at the break after heating up from long distance. But the Thunder struck in the second half as they outscored their opponents 70-40. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander finishing with a game-high 31 points. He struggled from the field, though, just making 10 of 27 shots, but made up for his subpar shooting by going 11 of 14 from the foul line. Julius Randle hit a career playoff high, 5 threes, to lead the Wolves with 28 markers in a losing cause. Scored 20 in the first half, by the way. Game 2 will stay in Oklahoma City, but that will be on Friday, 8:30 a.m. Philippine time. Now here's SGA talking about his squad's huge second half.
Honestly, I felt like we were a bit rusty, which we shouldn't be. We were missing layups, free throws. We just needed to keep being aggressive, trust our work. We got downhill. The layups starting to fall. We started making shots. We started getting stops defensively. And we were out and running and playing our basketball.
How much of this game one was just about figuring things out?
Yeah, game one is like you said, a feel-out game. Game 2, they're going to have adjustments. We're going to have adjustments. We're going to feel that out. It's a series, you know. It's best of 7, not first to 1, and we know that. So good start. We want to win every game we play. It's a good start, but a lot more work to do.
Defensively, you guys were solid throughout. Julius Randle had a big first half, but how were you guys able to limit him in the second half?
Yeah, we had to be aggressive with him. Obviously, he's a very physical player, talented player. Try to make him uncomfortable. That's what you try to do with great players. And we did a good job of it in the second half. If we want to be a really good team, we got to do it all 48 minutes, but we'll take the W.
Anthony Edwards, 0 points in the fourth quarter. Just what were you guys doing defensively against them?
Same thing as Julius. Nothing different. Really good players. You got to make them uncomfortable. You got to try to get in their airspace and try to take away their strengths.
This wasn't the first time the Thunder went on a second-half surge to claim a huge victory. The West leading squad has been doing it all season, and the Wolves are just their latest victim. OKC also put the clamps on Mini in the last 2 quarters. The Wolves made just 14 out of 40 field goal attempts, including 5 out of 23 from deep in the second half. Anthony Edwards finished with just 18 points on a measly 5 of 18 shooting clip. After the game, Ant-Man acknowledged the problems caused by OKC's top-rated defense.
They clog the paint. That's what they do. They don't got much size down there, so they bank on us not making shots, I guess, because every time I go to the rim, it's like 4 people in the paint. So Yeah, I guess they just be clogging the paint. They put like four bodies in the paint, make you kick it out. So just keep making the right play. It was different. It was different every time. I mean, heavy in the gaps. Sometimes trap the ball screen, sometimes don't. Sometimes just run and jump. It's kind of similar to like AAU. They remind me of like an AAU defensive team. Just run and jump, fly around. So it was pretty good. Good to get it out of our system in game one. You know, so we'll be ready for game two. We should be ready.
Meantime, old foes will meet once again as the Eastern Conference Finals begin tomorrow.
Two improbable teams, the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks, will vie for a spot in the NBA Finals. The best-of-7 series will start at the Big Apple, with Game 1 set to tip off at 8 in the morning Philippine time. Both teams are coming off stunning series wins, with the Pacers taking down the East-leading Cleveland Cavaliers in 5, and the Knicks dethroning the defending champions, the Boston Celtics, in 6. Like the West Series, games will be played every other day. The first two will take place at the Mecca of basketball, of course, the MSG, Madison Square Garden, before moving to Indianapolis for Games 3 and 4.
If necessary, Game 5 will return to New York. Game 6 will be in Indiana again, and a do-or-die Game 7 will happen back in the Big Apple. The Pacers proved last year's appearance was no fluke as they advanced to their second straight conference finals. The Knicks are back in this round for the first time in 25 years and are seeking a follow-up to their 1973 championship.
Well, the Knicks are hoping to flip the script on the Pacers as they face each other in the playoffs again. New York battled and lost to Indy in the second round last year, though it took 7 games before the series was decided. Jalen Brunson believes the best is yet to come for the Knicks, while Josh Hart shares what they need to do to keep their playoffs success going.
I still feel we have a long way to go. The confidence we have in each other and everything, and just knowing where we are, we're going to continue to be unsatisfied.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a tough opponent. You know, they push the pace, they run on makes, misses, and it's going to be a huge communication series for us. We're going to have to be locked in on every possession. We're going to have to get back defensively. So, you know, we can build off this game. I feel like our defensive transition, our communication was great today, and that's something that we can carry into that series. But, you know, different team, and we just got to make sure we're prepared.
As for the Pacers, they are out to prove that they are the real deal. Indy has been on quite a tear in the playoffs. Before knocking out the Cavs, they also dominated the short-handed but still formidable Milwaukee Bucks, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4-1. The Pacers are already raring to get back into the court. Here's Tyrese Halliburton breaking down their matchup against New York.
We got a lot of different guys. Obviously, I added Cat this year. You know, I'm excited to compete against those guys. We played against them last year, and it's obviously a storied rivalry between two franchises. So to add another chapter to it is going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, just excited to compete against those guys. We want to get stops. Offensively, we are, but if we're not getting stops, then we kind of, if we're not getting stops, not making shots, then you kind of got to play at the other team's pace. So if we're able to get stops and finish every possession with a rebound, like that's the most important thing. Their points per possession goes way up as they grab more and more rebounds. So if we can try to hold them to one possession as much as we can, rebound, run, you know, we'll feel good. But we got to be able to rebound. That's the biggest thing.
In other NBA news, the league has honored the best players out of this year's draft class. Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle of the San Antonio Spurs, as you can see, and the number 1 pick, Zachary Ricochet of the Atlanta Hawks, headlined the all-rookie first team. They joined second overall pick Alex Sarr of the Washington Wizards, as well as big man Zach Edey and forward Jalen Wells of the Memphis Grizzlies. The all-rookie second team consists of Chicago Bulls forward Matas Buzelis, Wizards guard Bob Carrington, Donovan Clingan of the Portland Trailblazers, as well as centers Yves Missi of the New Orleans Pelicans and Kel'el Ware of the Miami Heat. A media voting panel selected 5 players for each all-rookie team, where players receive 2 points for each first team vote and 1 point for each second team vote. Coming up, Kiefer Ravena extends his stay in the land of the rising sun. The Phenom just signed up for a second season with the Yokohama B Corsairs in the Japan B-League. That story and more when Play-by-Play returns, only here on One News. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play-by-Play only on One News. As the FIBA Under-16 Asia Cup Siaba qualifiers roll around, all eyes will be on new head coach of Gilas Pilipinas Youth, L.A. Tenorio. The tournament will tip off right here at home in the city of San Fernando in Pampanga from May 24th until the 30th. The Philippines has swept all 5 previous editions of the competition. Now here's a sneak peek at the team's preparations for the tournament. Watch this.
Obviously, there's a lot of things in my mind kasi first time, there's a lot of questions and syempre nandun din yung pressure, hindi naman mawawala ang pressure ng coach. But, in the end of the day, I'm just enjoying the time with the boys. Nag-enjoy naman ako teaching the young players, no? Well, kung ito yung opportunity for me to share my knowledge as a basketball player also as a long time, might as well really enjoy this time.
So far, so good, no? Mga bata to eh. Pero makikita mo yung potential ng mga bata and LA is doing a very good job handling them, explaining it to them, back to basic. No? Mahirap din, siyempre, yung mga star player ng mga kanya-kanyang school nila. For LA, nagawa niya na magsama-sama sila nang walang star-star, let's start all over again. And that's a very good sign.
Nakikita namin dito yung mga pinagpa-practice namin everyday kung nag-improve kami, and we need this kind of games also para we get used to play, para pagdating na talaga ng games medyo ready na kami, kasi pagdating ng first game dire-diretso na wala nang time to breathe, so kailangan talaga itong mga ganitong klaseng tune-up games ay bigyan namin ng importansya talaga.
Ang ganda po ng preparations po namin kasi po araw-araw po kami nagtitraining, kasi lagi lang po kami sumusunod sa sistema ni Coach LA. Sobrang saya lang po kasi andito na po ako.
Napaka-grateful ko po sa opportunity na to. Hindi po para sa lahat yung opportunity na makuha to, kaya pagbubutihin lang po namin palagi. Napaka-malaking tulong po nun para sa amin kasi isa po siyang improvement every time na nagkaka-tune-up games po kami.
Pasalamat ako sa Panginoon dahil isa pa ako na-select kasi sa sobrang daming potential din na makuha, parang isa din ako sa nakuha po. Sobrang grateful din po ako.
Player selection siguro next week. Hopefully, mailabas ko na yung final 12 because of the ruling ng Siaba. So hopefully by next week yung final win. Honestly, it's really hard. No? I think that's the biggest decision or the hardest decision that I will make. Lahat sila capable but you have to cut it down to 12 and that's the rules.
Sa mga sumusuporta ho sa buong Pilipinas na nilaban ho kami sa Siaba, sa Pampanga. Sana po suportahan nyo kami. Mga Pilipino din to. Atin po rin to. Salamat po.
Moving on to the PBA Philippine Cup, the Meralco Bolts boost their quarterfinals bid. The defending champions with their fourth win this conference at the expense of the Blackwater Bossing 103-85. The Bolts had a good start executing their plays and moving the ball consistently to find mismatches as well as the open man. Christian David countered for the Bossing with his brilliant individual play, but it wasn't enough to overcome Meralco's collective effort. At the break, the Bolts enjoyed a double-digit lead, 52-39. The trend continued in the second half, ultimately resulting in a dominant Meralco dub. CJ Cancino was named player of the game with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. The Bolts bounced back from 2 straight losses and tightened their hold of the 8th spot with a 4-5 win-loss slate. The Bossing's playoff hopes continue to flicker away, having only 1 victory against 5 defeats. Here's Cancino after his stellar showing.
I think yung problem ko kasi is more on, alam ko naman na kaya ko pero hindi ko magawa ng consistent Pero yung mga coaches, tinutulungan nila ako palagi na kailangan maging two-way player ako. Sinasabi nila na okay na yung offense ako, pero yung defense ako lang yung kailangan kong dagdagan. So every time sa practice, kahit na magkamali ako, okay lang. Basta, lagi ko lang sinusubukan hanggang sa maging consistent ako. And hopefully, sa next game, mas maging consistent pa ako, mas mabigay ko pa yung mga hinihingi ng coaches na role ko for this team.
Meantime, the rain or shine Elasto Panthers and the TNT Tropang 5G are currently battling it out to keep their win streaks alive in the PBA Philippine Cup. In the first quarter, it was the Elasto Panthers' fast-paced offense that shined against the undermanned Tropang 5G. ROS led by as many as 11 points in the opening frame, but come the second, TNT banked on the efforts of RR Pogoy and Poy Eram to cut the deficit. At the half, it's rain or shine holding on to a single-point advantage, 45-44. Second half is currently ongoing. In other basketball news, Kiefer Ravena is staying in Japan.
The veteran guard has signed a fresh deal with the Yokohama B Corsairs in the B League. This will be Ravena's second season with the squad and his fifth overall in the Japan B League. Ravena spent his first 3 seasons with the Shiga Lakes. The Phenom says he's excited to go back to Yokohama next season as their quest for a championship continues. The B Corsairs had a 24-36 win-loss record in the recently concluded season. Ravenna tallied averages of close to 10 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds in almost 24 minutes per contest. But leg issues hobbled him late in the season, forcing him to miss 7 games.
Meanwhile, the UAAP, 2 rising stars in basketball are moving on from the teams they played for in season 87. Ateneo rookie forward Christian Porter has officially left the Blue Eagles after just playing 1 season. Porter, a product of the Jesuit system from Cebu to Manila, said the decision to leave was difficult, but necessary for his growth. He also shared that academic challenges in his first year forced him to prioritize his studies over training in the second semester. Porter averaged 6.6 points and 6.9 rebounds in his rookie year, showing promise despite Ateneo's tough 4-10 finish in UAAP season 87. Meanwhile, Rookie of the Year VJ Parejo has also announced that he is leaving the FEU Tamaraos. In an emotional post, Parejo thanked FEU and shared that family considerations played a big role in his decision. After starring for the Baby Tams, the 6'3" wing made a smooth transition to the seniors. He put up 13.2 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.3 assists under coach Sean Chambers, though the Tams likewise struggled, tallying just 5 wins against 9 losses.
Coming up, the University of Santo Tomas officially takes over as hosts of UAAP Season 88. We break down the theme, logo, and the championship statement they're bringing into the new season when Play-by-Play returns. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. A veteran boxing analyst echoes the opinion of some that Filipino boxer Charlie Suarez's controversial defeat to Emmanuel Navarrete was not fair. Attorney Ed Tolentino believes Suarez was, quote, clearly robbed. Tolentino said it was clear that the Mexican slugger's cut was a result of a legitimate punch and not a headbutt, adding that the referee seemed to have made a hasty decision on the play. Navarrete retained the WBO super featherweight belt via technical decision due to the supposed headbutt. But Suarez's camp is appealing the loss before the California State Athletic Commission, and a hearing is set in June. Here's Attorney Tolentino talking about the issue.
Kitang-kita po doon sa replay ng laban that it was a left hook in the 6th round that opened a cut on the left eye of Emmanuel Navarrete. Bagay na dinedma ng referee, bagay na dinedma ng California State Athletic Commission. So he was robbed not just once, but twice by the referee and the commission. So yun ang masakit dito because that fight, the result hung in the balance.
We got a good treat for the basketball fans because today, on Wednesday, we have the PBA and the NBA tonight's highlight reel. Simulan muna natin sa PBA. Meralco Blackwater, that was the first game earlier today. Scored 24-18. Good inbounds pass. Nobody home there. Good backdoor cut by Rock and Roll. Raymond Almazan using the left to stuff that one in. Good look by CJ Cancino. Wow, backdoor. And a lapse there on defense for the Blackwater, bossing nobody home on Almazan. That's two of Almazan's 8 points in the game, and the Bolts just electrocute the bossing here, 103-85. Then we move to the NBA now. Game 1, Western Conference Finals, Ant-Man against Cason Wallace. Stolen away here by J-Dub. Going all the way, Ant-Man says, no, you steal the ball away from me. Here's a chase down for you. Look at Ant-Man go, slow down, time it perfectly. Boom, off the glass, a la LeBron. Maybe he learned a thing or two from the King in their time in Paris during the Olympics last year. Once again, take a look at that D from Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man, just 18 points though in this one to go along with 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and that lone block in Game 1. Same game, we only had one game today from the NBA, but this time from the winning team. Let's go to OKC. Here's Randall posting up Lou Dort. Randall falling down. Ball stolen away. Caruso off to Shea. SGA sees an opening. Falls down. Difficult shot. Some way, somehow. The MVP frontrunner. And look at Caruso loving that. Falling down to the floor. Somehow still able to hit that off the glass. Foul on Jaden McDaniels too. Look at that difficult shot check. Grabe. Is there anything that SGA couldn't do? It's just unbelievable. Getting the contact, throwing it up and in. For Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, by the way, finishing with 31 here in this one. Lou Dort chipping in 5 markers and 2 steals. One of them coming from that other end. Okay, one more from OKC. This time, how about Anoop? SGA off to Wallace. Oh, dropping DiVincenzo almost, and then backdoor, nobody home there too. Somebody, look at, I believe it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the help, nobody home on J-Dub for that baseline, and then the alley-oop. Cason Wallace up in the air, seeing Jalen Williams. Boom. Whew. Williams doing it all for OKC as he posted 19 points in Game 1, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Also, get this, 5 steals. Ganun katindi. He was just all over the floor in Game 1. Wallace also chipping in 3 points, as many boards, 7 dimes, 7 assists. That's huge. Coming off the bench. Thunder just dominate the Wolves in Game 1. Marking their territory in OKC. 114-88 was the final score to draw first blood in this exciting series. Game 2 will take place still in OKC this Friday, 8:30 a.m. still Philippine time. Okay, check.
And before we go, it's official. The torch has been passed for the next chapter of the UAAP. The University of Santo Tomas has formally taken over as host of UAAP Season 88. This comes after a symbolic turnover from the University of the Philippines during the closing ceremonies held at the Mall of Asia Arena on Tuesday. With the theme Strength in Motion, Hope in Action, UST promises a season filled with world-class competition and a celebration of discipline, unity, and the unbreakable spirit of sport. The newly unveiled Season 88 logo symbolizes solidarity among member schools, highlighting a shared vision to use sports and education to inspire a better future. This comes on the heels of another general championship for UST in both the collegiate and high school divisions. This is their 48th in the seniors division and 24th in the juniors.
Congratulations, that's exciting. Every time, another school hosts, you look forward to what they will bring, how will they be sa opening ceremonies. And ang dami, we know a lot of great, alumni produced by UST. Alfrancis Chua,
Yes.
Ma'am SGO, Shena Olaso, I believe si Pipi din, si Patrick Paez, UST. Ang daming taga-Uste. So, go Uste! Go Uste! Good luck sa pag-host ng UAAP in Season 88. That's all from us tonight. Catch us again tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Filipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Chaska Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night.